Namaste and welcome back to JEE Mathematics with Typical Monk. This is class 12, straight lines. A line is the plainest curve there is, and yet coordinate geometry turns it into pure algebra. One single number, the slope, fixes its direction. Two numbers fix it completely. And once a line is written as an equation, everything about it, its angle, its distance from a point, its reflection, becomes calculation, not drawing. Today we learn to write any line 5 different ways, to measure the angle between two of them from their slopes alone, and to drop a perpendicular from a point in one clean formula, one idea at a time. Here is what you will learn today. First, the slope m equals tan theta and the 5 forms in which a line can be written. Second, the parallel and perpendicular conditions, slopes equal or their product -1, and the angle between two lines. Third, the distance of a point from a line, the modulus of a x₀+b, y₀+c over the square root of a squared plus b squared. Fourth, the foot of the perpendicular and the image of a point reflected across a line. And fifth, the family of lines, concurrency, and a set of G drills. One idea at a time. 4 ideas. Run this entire chapter. Look at them together first. The slope, the tangent of the angle the line makes with the x-axis. M equals tan theta, which is the rise over the run. Delta y over delta x. One number for direction. The 5 forms: point slope, 2 point, slope intercept, intercept, and normal. One line, 5 costumes, and you pick whichever the data hands you. The angle between two lines, tan theta, equals the modulus of m1 minus m2 over 1 plus m₁m₂. Parallel when the slopes are equal, perpendicular when their product is -1. And the distance from a point, the modulus of a x₀+b y₀+c over the square root of a squared plus b squared, the shortest perpendicular drop from the point to the line. Now, look at the picture. 2 lines crossing and a point standing off to the side. Every line carries one direction number, the slope. M equals tan theta, the tangent of the angle it makes with the x-axis. Steeper line, larger slope. The angle between the two lines, L1 and L2, tan theta, equals the modulus of m1 minus m2 over 1 plus m₁m₂. Notice it comes from the two slopes alone. You never need the actual angles. The distance d from the point P, first write the line as a x+b y+c equals 0, then d equals the modulus of a x₀+b y₀+c over the square root of a squared plus b squared. And that drop is always perpendicular. The shortest path from a point to a line meets the line at a right angle every time. That right angle is why the formula works. Now the 5 forms of a line. One line, 5 costumes. Choose by what you are given. Point slope. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. When you have a point and a slope. And 2 point. The same with the slope written as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 when you have 2 points. Slope intercept. Y equals mx plus c, where c is the y-intercept. This is the quickest read. The slope and the intercept sit right there in the equation. Intercept form, x over a plus y over b equals 1, cutting the axes at a and b. And normal form, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals p, built from the perpendicular from the origin. And the general form, x+b y+c equals 0. Its slope is minus a over b. Remember this one? It is the form the distance formula demands. Let us work one all the way through. Find the line to the point 1, 2, perpendicular to 3x plus 4y equals 12, and then its distance from the origin. First, the given slope. 3x plus 4y equals 12 has slope minus a over b, which is minus 3 over 4. Perpendicular means the product of slopes is -1. So the new slope is the negative reciprocal, 4 over 3. Now point slope. Y minus 2 equals 4/3 times x minus 1. multiply through by 3. 3y minus 6 equals 4x minus 4. And tidy up to 4x minus 3y plus 2 equals 0. Now the distance from the origin. Put in 0, 0, the modulus of 4 times 0 minus 3 times 0 plus 2 over the square root of 16 plus 9. That is 2 over the square root of 25, which is 2/5. So the answer, the line is 4x minus 3y plus 2 equals 0, standing at a distance of 2/5 from the origin. Perpendicular slopes multiply to -1. The distance uses the general form. Now the foot of the perpendicular and the mirror image of a point. Look at the picture, the point P, the line, and P's reflection below it. The foot M, drop a perpendicular from P straight down to the line, and M is where it lands. M is the closest point on the line to P. The distance PM is D, exactly the perpendicular distance we just learned. The modulus of x1 plus by1 plus c over the square root of a squared plus b squared. The image P dash reflect P across the line as in a mirror. M is the midpoint of P and P dash, so the distance MP equals the distance MP dash. The image sits as far behind the line as P stands in front. And one formula gives both the foot and the image. The ratio x minus x1 over a equals y minus a1 over b equals minus the quantity ax1 plus b 1 plus c over a squared plus b squared. Now what JEE actually asks. 5 pointers. 1. Parallel means the slopes are equal. Perpendicular means their product is -1. Every other result in this chapter leans on these two. 2. A vertical line, x equals k, has an undefined slope. Handle it separately. Never write a number for its slope, or you will divide by 0. 3. The distance of a point from a x plus b, y plus c equals 0 is the modulus of a x naught plus b, y naught plus c over the square root of a squared plus b squared. Always keep the modulus. 4. 3 lines are concurrent exactly when the determinant of their coefficients is 0. One clean test for 3 lines meeting at a point. And 5. The family L1 plus lambda L2 equals 0 passes through the intersection of L1 and L2 for every value of lambda. It is the fastest way to write a line through a known meeting point. Now a true or false drill. Decide if the claim holds, and if it fails, find exactly where. Claim 1. 2 lines are parallel when the product of their slopes is -1. This is false. A product of -1 is the perpendicular condition. It makes the angle between them 90 degrees. Parallel lines have equal slopes, not a product of -1. Claim 2. The distance formula needs the line written as a x plus b I plus c equals 0 first. This is true. Only in the general form do a, b, and c line up with the denominator, the square root of a squared plus b squared. Always convert first. Claim 3. A vertical line has slope 0. False. A vertical line rises with no horizontal run, so delta y over delta x divides by 0. Its slope is undefined. It is the horizontal line that has slope 0. Now match each concept to its formula. The perpendicular condition goes to m1 times m2 equals -1. The distance of a point from a line goes to the modulus of a x naught plus by naught plus c over the square root of a squared plus b squared. The angle between two lines goes to the modulus of m1 minus m2 over 1 plus m₁m₂. And the slope-intercept form goes to y equals mx plus c. 4 pairs, and every one of them is worth committing to memory. Now, how many of these 3 statements are correct? 1. 2 lines with equal slopes are parallel or coincident. That is correct. 2. The slope of the x-axis is undefined. That is wrong. The x-axis is horizontal, so its slope is 0. 3. 3 lines are concurrent if the determinant of their coefficients vanishes. That is correct. So the answer 2 are correct. Statements 1 and 3. The trap is statement 2. The x-axis has slope 0. It is the y-axis, the vertical one, whose slope is undefined. Now the two mistakes that quietly cost marks. The myth, 1 plus m₁m₂ equals 0 in the angle formula, means the two lines are parallel. The truth, it makes tan theta infinite, so theta is 90 degrees. The lines are perpendicular, not parallel. A 0 in that denominator is the signal for a right angle. The second myth, the absolute value in the distance formula can be dropped. The truth, distance is always positive, so keep the modulus. Assigned value is not wrong in itself, but it only tells you which side of the line the point is on, not the distance. Now, test yourself. Answer in your head before the reveal. That is how JEE speed is built. Here we go. Question 1. The slope of 2x plus 3y equals 6. Minus a/b, minus 2/3. Question 2. The slope perpendicular to a slope of 2. The negative reciprocal, minus 1/2. Question 3. The distance of the origin from 3x plus 4y minus 10 equals 0. The modulus of minus 10 over the square root of 9 plus 16, 10/5, which is 2. Question 4. The slope of the x-axis, 0. And question 5. The angle between lines of slope 1 and minus 1. 1 plus the product is 0. So tan theta is infinite, 90 degrees. They are perpendicular. Let us gather it all in one breath. The slope, m equals tan theta, the rise over the run, and the 5 forms, point slope, 2 point, slope intercept, intercept, and normal. Parallel means equal slopes. Perpendicular means the product of slopes is minus 1, and the angle is the modulus of m₁ minus m₂ over 1 plus m₁m₂. The distance of a point is the modulus of x₀ plus bi₀ plus c over the square root of a² plus b², and the foot and the image come from the same ratio formula. Three lines are concurrent exactly when the determinant of their coefficients is 0. And the family L1 plus lambda L2 equals 0. Every member passes through the intersection of L1 and L2. Next class, circles, the equation, the center and radius, tangents, and the length of the tangent. A line is the plainest object in all of geometry, and yet coordinate algebra just handed you its direction in a single number, its equation in 5 forms, and the exact distance from any point in one formula. Sarah, David, Lisa, and John all began exactly where you are sitting now. One idea at a time. You will crack JEE. I will see you in the next class.